says, it blows my mind how people in the marketing departments of companies are clueless to simple marketing tactics. I'm going to tell you why, right? I'm going to go into my bag of why I think that is the case. Places people learn to be professional marketers are based on books that were written 8, 9, 10, 12 years ago. And those books are based on knowledge that was developed and, put in one place 8, 9, 10, 12 years before that. So their mentality often is that of someone in the past. It's difficult to find someone who may have specialized in marketing in the 80s to be successful in today. They're like, what? Snapchat, TikTok, what is that? You have to get with someone that has a little bit more, they're a little more familiar with how things work today. And that's why it's important to be mindful of that. And you may have to introduce those old cats to what's new. So you may be the bridge from where they are to where they should be. And you may want to develop some videos, some content, some fact sheets, some testimonials to support that. And what I usually do is say, hey, I'll create a testimonial with a client that's saying, you know what? We went with marketing companies. We saw no different. We work with Ty with FlashFilm Media, and they provided a modern solution to an old problem. And we really appreciated them, opening our eyes to what's new. And again, I told you, remember, my favorite thing to hear in a meeting is, oh, I never thought about that. And that comes when you introduce people to areas in life that they've never thought about, especially using content. Remember, we want to provide a cinematic solution to their problems. I was thinking about when I use IG to separate the automotive and product photography. Also on the website, but still keep it under the same main name and put automotive or product photography at the end. You can do that. We were FlashFilm Media and FlashFilm Weddings and FlashFilm Photo Booths. That's fine. They need to have completely separate everything else. If I go to your website and I'm got product photography and I see a car, if I'm trying to get some clothes, some shoes, and I see a car, you're not the guy for me. It ain't nothing to talk about. I'm turned off. I'm out. Stop being all over the place. Often, I'm going to tell you another misconception in the hood. Multiple streams of income. I want multiple streams of income. So I'm doing this. I'm doing that. No, stop. Do one thing well. It will bring you multiple streams of income, right? Start your business. It will bring you multiple streams of income. Stop trying to do 10 different things. And you don't have enough money or time to promote those things, to invest in those things, to make those things successful. And then people get discouraged because nothing works. And then they just keep changing stuff. Because in their mind, that just wasn't a good idea. I'm going to try this. Oh, that wasn't a good idea. We all know people who've had 20 businesses, 20 hustles. And they keep switching because they think that what they're doing is wrong. And the issue is the guy that's in their mirror looking back at them every morning. Because they don't want to dedicate everything to one thing. Either because it's cool to do or because that one thing ain't moving fast enough. When I decided to give FlashFilm Media everything, it took off. I was doing everything. I was making music. I was doing this. Nope, I'm not. I'm doing just this. That's why I don't even trust anybody who do everything. Would you? Would you trust a dentist that was an auto mechanic that also was a professional tap dancer and he also did MMA? He was an MMA fighter. No, I don't know what he training to do the day before I come in. He may flip out and punch me in the chair. Oh, I'm sorry, wrong job. I didn't mean to put you in the chokehold. I'm here to pull a tooth. I don't want that. You don't want that. Focus on one thing. Make it your life goal. That one thing. Kill it. Be the best at that one thing. Should you use stock photos or video until they're created on their own? Nope, I don't think so. There's a line that I draw when it comes to that. If you're creating content and it's saying something like, we have a team of people ready to assist you, and you have stock footage of a team, I'm okay with that. If you're using stock photo or video as your portfolio or as proof to what you can do, no. That is no. I don't want to say it's plagiarism, but you're selling false hope to your client. That's where the line is drawn. If you're saying we can come out to your location and film and you find a video, a photo of somebody on set or a video set, maybe. Finished product, do not do it. Get you a beta client. And I don't want you to keep thinking that I'm busting you in the head with courses, because these are things that I like. People be like, well, what's in the course? These are things that I cover in which order you should do what. you shouldn't even really have a website until you've had beta clients. And I teach it in that order because you shouldn't have a website. You shouldn't be thinking about a website until you've picked a niche. Once you pick the niche, you should then pick a name, and so on until you get to the point where you're beta testing. Then you're going to have all that information to then create a product that you will then put on a site. When you look at these, that's what that goes down and talk about in order. Because honestly, there's things that if you're out of order, you're just jacking yourself and you got to go back and redo it. And there's things that will make sense once you look at the order of it. And I explain, listen, we got to do this now because in the future, we got to do this, this, and this. And you can't do that unless we know this now. A lot of people got company names and don't have a niche. This is an example I use often. If you say, I think I want to film MMA fights. We're going to be gut punch media. And you decide later, that's not a good niche. I want to do dental work. I want to do dental videos. And a client is sitting there and they got a pamphlet or whatever. They're sitting there on YouTube or they're sitting there on Google. It can be Gut Punch Media, John Bob's Video, the Smith Family Video Production, and Sure Smile Videos. Who do you think they're going to choose? Just that little bitty slice of knowledge. Just that little, that's just a little 1% of the 1% alone will close a car worth of more sales, a house worth of a mortgage per year worth of more business. Just that one little, if I just thought about this before I went into all of that, will bring in another 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% of clients. That's why it's important to think about that before you start doing other things. Red-based media, got to do B2B, man. B2B is where the money is. B2B is the difference between working 6 days a week and working 3. B2B is how you grow. B2B is allowing you to get new gear, equipment, bring on people to help with the business. That is what we teach here, B2B. We don't teach C2C or B2C. We teach B2B. Stop working with people. They don't have money. They have little checks. They have little pockets. Companies have big checks, big pockets. You can do 10 jobs with C2C, client to client or customer to customer, all you want, and be busy, tired, hurting on one knee in a park somewhere, hoping that somebody's kid look and smile at the same time while everybody else in the family is, so that you don't spend 6 hours photoshopping and you're doing that 6 times a week to barely make it. Or you can land 2 corporate jobs with a mom and pop shop that will break you off for a total of 16 hours worth of work per week. It's up to you. How should you approach creative agencies as a freelance product photographer? You shouldn't. You should start your own business and cut them out. Don't approach them to work for them. For what? So they can make $10,000 and pay you $650? Nope. Start your business. Don't be freelance. Be the business owner. Become your own agency and cut them out. It's 2021. Don't wait on them to hire you. Create your brand that appeal to the client that they're appealing to and make $10,000 a job instead of $250. That's my honest answer. Because agencies, it's so many photographers, like why would they pay you what you think you're worth when they can get somebody else? They can just go on Instagram and get 1 million photographers and be like, I'm good. Build your brand to do what the agency does and get the $10,000 check and not the $250 check. Hi, can you register a number company that have 2 operating names under it? But apply insurance to the number company to apply for both. So I think I understand what you're saying. Let me make sure. You can have a parent company that has companies under it and the insurance policy is on the parent company. Yes, some policies will let you do that and have both names under it. I actually cover that insurance I cover that in Master Course too, but I talk about what type of insurance, why, and what limits you need on your policy. Certain businesses will be a no-go if you show up and you say, hey, we got insurance. And I'm going to tell you guys, in the Master Course, I talk about how I upsell a higher policy amount for my clients, because some clients I work with want a $4 million policy, not a $2 million. What do I charge them? It don't cost me much extra, honestly. However, because clients want it, they're going to pay for it.